Hello and welcome to Jabberjaw. I'm your host, Jessica Dawson Collier, and with me, as always, is Tyson Wheeler Dynas. Tyson. And Matthew David Smith. Where are you, Smith? Hey! Guys, welcome to our 100th episode, and also Halloween.
Yay.
That is incredible that we timed it that way.
Isn't it?
It was in the plan all along.
Well, it was in the plan.
It was.
Making it happen. Only took us 100 episodes to get here.
It was like roughly a 1 in 50. All that magical. But it is Halloween.
It is Halloween. And speaking of Halloween, go through your costumes. What are you, fellas?
I am the Tick. Yes, they're full effect there.
Full effect. Drive the people to YouTube. Wow.
Yes.
That was very nice. Yes.
I've decided I can never be this muscular because my arms are too busy. I don't like it. So I know you guys were worried I was going to bulk out, totally, but I'm not.
Oh, man. It's good. Smith?
I am Starburns from the well-known TV show Community. Although, I must say, Tyson didn't know who the hell I was, and Tyson
I couldn't see the burns. I'm sorry.
There you go, and that's all right, But it is hard. You do have to get in at an angle, which it's a weird costume restraint. I had not had time to reflect.
Well, you had turned your head, and I saw the star, and I was like, "Got it, okay, yeah."
So I think I'm fairly. I've wanted to do this costume for like 15 years. Like I think when Community come out, like 07, 08, something like that.
Yeah,
It's been that long.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I was like, that is a minor character in an unknown television show, and I'm going to be that guy. And finally, 15 years removed, it's even less relevant, and I've made it happen. That's kind of the story of my life. Anyway, but yeah, this was a lot of fun. Like, I have not dressed up for Halloween in a very, very long time, and further put thought into it. So this was a lot of fun. So
I love it.
Only just for us and me after the show.
Yes.
And for years to come, you could just keep recycling it.
Now I have 2 costumes that I can pretty much just pull out.
Yes.
I've doubled my Halloween repertoire.
Me too.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
That's awesome. That is an amazing costume, Tyson. I don't know, is that commercially available? That is amazing.
There was one left. I've kind of been watching it on Amazon for the last 6 years. And then about 3 years ago, I was like, oh, there's only one left. So I bought it. I was like, maybe I'll fit into it one day. so anyway.
Hey, and here we are.
Here we are.
And here we are.
And then, it was real subtle. My better half was like, you could keep that on, around the house if you want. I'm like, okay. So no, I'm kidding. Well, she was laughing at me because I was sitting because this is Velcroed and I had to have her strap me in before she left. She's not here right now. And she was just watching me sit around our house in this thing. And she's like, that is really weird.
I love it. She should just take random pictures of you reading something, reading a book, having dinner in your costume.
Fighting crime, whatever.
Fighting crime, yeah.
Now, what are you, Miss Dawson?
I am extra spicy salsa. Fun fact about this outfit, it's one part of a couple's outfit that my husband refuses to wear and participate in. So I wear it out of spite. I did a haunted happy hour for work last week, and I was the tortilla chip. So, and I also said the same thing there. And Big laughs. Also questioning the state of my marriage a little bit. Some people, they were like, "Where's your husband at? We need to get the full story." I'm like, "He's not here. Go figure." No,
He
he's
had to
fine.
be somewhere. It was so weird.
Yeah, so weird. John, no, seriously, Jonas has a really good Halloween costume that he made years ago, and it's King Max from Where the Wild Things Are. It's like,
No,
I mean, he made it from head to toe. It looks really cool. We went to a Halloween party last weekend, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, your costume!" And I was like, "Yeah, but he was supposed to be freaking a tortilla chip." So there you go.
well, couple costumes are not for everybody. I mean, Beth went to a dog class Halloween costume party last night, and she was 11 from Stranger Things, and
So cool.
Melly was
Nice.
the Gorgon. So,
Nice.
yeah,
Do you have a picture? Wait, I think I saw a picture of that on Faceplace.
yeah, you might have, yeah. It's the dog was just not having it because the dog's head's too big for the little wraparound thing, that has the Gorgon.
Oh, yeah.
But I guess at the party, Melly finally just was like, whatever, I'll just wear this stupid thing. So, anyway, so, anyway. But it is hard to get people to wear a couple of costumes. We had friends in Florida, and it was, they all dressed up like the four leads from A Clockwork Orange, the four guys.
Oh, nice.
Three of them
Yeah.
were girls. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was really good.
I love that.
Yeah, I was impressed. Yeah.
I have to ask, because I'm just curious from like a historical perspective,
Yes.
like what did you guys like when you were kids dress up as? Like, do you remember
When we were kids?
like the 3 or 4 like costumes that like?
Yeah, it's Spider-Man, Batman, Indiana Jones. Check, check, check.
Really, just like that, just like that.
Consistently, like just like that.
I mean,
Really?
those are my 3 male models aside from the couple in my family. Yeah, so it's like great.
And so that's what you went as for Halloween, like just boom, boom, like.
Yeah, I mean, we had those little faces that would cut into your face, that you wrap around.
Oh yes, with the
Uh-huh.
little nylon,
Yeah.
like, and you'd always like it was fun to like snap the kids in front of you. Yeah, it must be
Right, yeah.
Anyway.
You would have a little outline on your face when you got home of, and yeah, I think it was Batman. Pretty sure it was Batman, Spider-Man, and Indiana Jones. And then when
Those
I got
are
older,
good.
I think in college I bought one of those little Batman costumes for like a 5-year-old,
Mhm.
and I just wore the little mask barely covering my face. And I wrote on a white T-shirt, I wrote, "I'm Batman, damn it," and I wore that costume for many years.
That's a great one. I love that one.
That is
Classic.
Yeah, and if I could have gone as Elton John every damn year, but I don't have it in me. So. What about you, Matt?
That's a lot of
you had
work.
you had to like take a piano around with you too, and then people would want it. But like the logistics of hauling a piano.
No, I mean I had this blue leisure suit, and I actually got hired to do as a Elton John impersonator for 2 functions when I lived in Florida. $350.
So cool.
No, not really. I got hit on my head.
I think it is. I love it.
Sorry, but anyway, your guys' go-tos?
Smith.
I was a robot. That was like the first one. I think I was a robot for like 2 or 3 years, but the robot in the 80s meant cardboard box painted silver.
Nice.
Some with the vacuum hosing that you'd use on a dryer tubing, which I was happy with. Like, it was a convincing robot costume for a 2nd grade class. They totally bought it. And then I think I was the refrigerator. Walter Payton, was he the refrigerator?
Yeah, he was.
85. So I don't know what I was like 7. I was like 7 or 8. And I was Walter Payton for Halloween. And I think those are like the only 2 that I really remember like dressing up as a kid. I think I was a robot
as a kid.
A number of years, yeah. And as a kid, and like
robot's a cool costume. That would be fun to like DIY too.
It was fun. And it stuck with the personality. I think I was an astronaut 1 year.
Yeah,
I was an astronaut. And I'm trying to think, like later in life, I really didn't dress up all that much. I went as I had lazy costumes. I had last minute lazy ass bullshit costumes, like the baby seal stuck in a 6-pack of that was distasteful, and
Did we
I
talk?
was just dressed up in black, and yeah.
Did we talk? Did we hold on a second? Did we talk about that costume
Shit,
before?
folks, it's getting serious.
Did
What?
we talk about that costume before? Your baby seal and thing. Have we talked
I don't
about
know.
that?
Like, I'm sure we consulted about it. Like, because I think we went to I think it was at at the Q. Is
It
where
was
I
no, it
remember it.
wasn't me. This is a weird story. Sally was listening because you mentioned this on a podcast earlier in our career, and my
Okay.
sister told me that she ran into you. She didn't know you, but she remembered your costume because she thought it was hilarious. So she actually
Wow.
remembered you wearing that costume on a
Damn,
bar
Smith.
somewhere. And
That was the other one. The other note, there were two more that came to mind, and one of them, I think either Tyson you mentioned or Drew Carey mentioned in his book. I know that's a weird thing, but I don't remember the source. But as I went as a man with no pants once, where it was just like a dress up shirt, fully dressed shoes, just like no pants. That's an easy one. And then the other one was, I don't even remember how this materialized, but I went as one of the. I think it was very lazy. I'm sure it was a terrible costume, but I went as one of the guys from Faith, or not Faith No More, but Living Color, because like my friend had like some of those like bicycle, like neon bicycle shorts, and so I just like put like a
Oh,
like one of the guys
nice.
from Living Color, and so yeah, those are the highlights of. But again, I've not put like effort into a costume in God knows how long. So and of course my Back to the Future costume, which Kathy.
I think you put some major effort into
You put a
that.
lot of effort into that.
Yeah.
It's also very good. So again, I have two now very good costumes that I can just whip out at any time. Or
Hell yeah.
once every 360.
Ready for any party.
Any party whatsoever. And Dawson, I want to know, like, did you? I'm curious if you did like the little girl thing. Like, was it different? You like did the princess thing, or you?
I mean, my brother and I are very close in age, and he was always doing the cool stuff. Like Tyson, you saying like, like Indiana Jones and stuff. Like Matt was doing like Ninja Turtles and like Ghostbusters. And like, I remember wanting to do that. My mom being like, no. And so pretty much, but then I was like, I'm not going to do the girly thing. Cause my friend Charlotte, her birthday's on October 28th. And she would always have badass Halloween parties that were combined with her birthday. And I was always the one that was dressed like scary out of all the girls that were invited. Like they were like a genie or a cheerleader or whatever. And I'm over here like a zombie, and I'd stay in character the whole time and like try to scare people. I remember being a zombie, specifically a ghost. That was pretty cool. And then also a witch one year. And then junior high, I just started doing like the regular shit. But then college, I definitely started to get a little more conceptual. It was like a hick one year and had like a empty thing of chew in my back pocket and like had cowboy boots. Like I did the full mullet. I had this beautiful thrift store t-shirt that had an American flag that was kind of in a wave, and it had an eagle flying through it, and then it had a truck, like a semi, driving through it. It was just the most amazing collage of bullshit.
So much wasted irony, Dawson. So
much. That was a good one. Acid wash jeans too, I think. I went all out for that. And then there were a couple others. Megan Solomon still pissed at me because she dressed up as Ozzy Osbourne one year, and I dressed up as Sharon Osbourne, and I got like a little dog. Like we went all out. We looked really good. And we went to the home party club to enter Halloween like costume contest. And my boyfriend at the time, Austin, his roommate Tucker was there. We were underage, and Tucker was dressed as a Care Bear, and this was his outfit. He had his shirt off, he had his beer belly out, and he had a rainbow painted over his beer belly, and that was his Care Bear outfit. Nice. And then he was like, "Hey, Dawson, you want to drink a beer?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'd like a beer." Wasn't even thinking about it. Drinking the beer, they noticed that I had the stamp or whatever on my hand. They're like, "Get the hell out!" Kicked me out of the home right before the costume contest. Megan's still pretty bitter about it, but that was a good one.
Did he win? Did that costume win?
He got third place. I think.
Okay, well,
like everybody loved it. They every time like somebody came up to him and asked who he was, he just got the biggest fucking smile on his face, and they were like, "Yeah, that's pretty good." I mean, as far as like lazy costumes go, like that
Yes.
was pretty spot on.
There's a craft to it. Yeah.
There's definitely a craft. And I appreciated that one. That one definitely sticks out. But I feel like I've talked about this before. My favorite one of all time was Tom Selleck waterfall sandwich from Tumblr. And I shellacked that Subway sandwich and then brought it to a party and it kept oozing everywhere. Not one of my finer moments, but don't shellac a Subway sandwich the way I did, kids. Should probably make a TikTok or something about that. It's not good.
What's Tumblr? What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. And then I'll get sad. Yeah.
Yep. It comes for all of us. Tumblr ennui.
Good times though.
Yeah,
I love Halloween.
Like the go-to costumes when I was a kid. Like there was like, and like if they would be appropriate now, and most of them aren't. I think I'm just kind of like hobo was a common one.
Oh yeah,
I remember hobo. Yep. A hobo or just like a homeless person, I think was acceptable in the 80s. Yeah. There was a lot of probably casual blackface, which we didn't acknowledge at the time, but right. Bad. Somebody brought a sombrero back from Mexico and it turned into a whole thing. Punk rockers. I always appreciated the fact that punk rockers was that a thing? Do you guys remember that? Like dressing up as like a punk rocker? That's what they called it, a punk rocker.
Punk rocker, yeah.
Not Wakini.
It didn't reach that far. I figured you would have done something, to like affiliated with like Breakin' 2 or like something breakdancing related.
Well,
with your Halloween costume.
Well, yeah. I mean, I had my dance outfit, with the Rising Sun T-shirt and the. I had the matching.
It would have been ridiculous to consider that for Halloween. I think is what you're saying.
that was my daytime clothes. I was over it. And my parachute pants that were just so tight, they were like they didn't look like parachute pants. Yeah, they looked more like ex or divorcee trying her best to get a man at the Horseshoe Club. I mean, it's like it was bad. It was bad stuff. But yes, I would have never considered wearing that because it was just something I normally wore. Yeah.
That's fair. That's what I thought.
They probably were punk rockers. I don't remember any of that stuff. I missed all that stuff because we didn't.
Do you remember like what other kids dressed up? Like they were always like where basically where it was like the trash bag with the like insert character here and then like the mask and like. Some kids had those, and then I'm trying to post judge these kids like 40 years ago. Like I'm trying to think of the terrible shit I saw.
I do remember. Now this is. I do remember one year that I saw several. What were they called? The California Raisins.
Yeah,
definitely would not.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah,
I remember that too.
That
was a big thing in the 80s.
Yeah, that's not making a comeback.
My brother was. Do you guys remember Spud McKenzie or Spuds McKenzie?
Oh, yep. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, he was Spuds McKenzie. I think his 5th Halloween ever, 5th or 6th. And I was like, this. Like looking back at those pictures, I'm like, that was a big mistake. Like the Budweiser dog. Like really, guys. Like.
Yeah, I lost my virginity to that commercial. It was in the background. No, it's like I thought of. I was like,
that was fast.
Hey,
the zing button.
Let's go again. No, I don't. I don't remember seeing any Spuds McKenzie, but that might have been. I might have been on the other side of things.
You don't want to know a spooky fact about Spuds McKenzie in the spirit of the holiday.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what happened to Spuds McKenzie? Tyson, do you know?
Is he stuffed? I imagine somewhere.
No, he was doing a shoot. I think in like 86, 87, and it was like your typical Spud McKenzie shoot where like Spuds was like watching by a pool, and they're always like these bikini babes. Yeah. It was a simpler time. It was a simpler time.
Yeah, it was.
I think when they say MAGA, aside from like the inherent racism, that's also what they're talking about. It's a combination
For sure.
of racism and like a Bud Light ad from 1987. But
That's right.
Yes.
I digress. So Spud. So anyway, Spuds was playing in the pool, and one of the lights fell into the pool.
Oh no!
And Spuds was electrocuted.
Oh,
That's why. That's how
That's
that campaign
really what
ended.
happened? Holy shit.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
and then the craft service people served him. It was so sad.
Yeah. Wow. That was
Sorry.
That was morbid on this Halloween.
He just threw a bone in the water.
Yes.
He's not getting the bone. That's sad. That's sad.
Yeah, it was sad, but I had to share that.
Was there more than one Spud? You know, kind of like Lassie.
Well, it seems like he could have been like Flipper. I think Flipper. There were a few Flippers.
Couple.
Maybe what was Gentle Ben? I think there were probably a few Bens.
Yeah, probably.
Well, yeah. There's a lot of like little. I just remember a lot of people are dressed as like Little Mermaid. Like I'm thinking of like all the girly costumes now.
Yeah, I'm sure
there
like
was some
Disney...
Barbie stuff going on back then too.
Oh, that's true. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Sally was a princess a lot, if I remember.
Princess,
correctly.
yeah.
And like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff was big when I was a kid. Like
big time.
Like
yes.
that was a very popular costume. I remember the one I forgot about was Freddy. I went with Freddy one year.
Okay.
Fourth grade. I went as Freddy.
Yeah.
And I had like the hand. That was a very exciting year.
Oh, I do remember the Jason masks. I remember that.
Yeah. Those were big. Those were really big.
Right. There was a lot of like 9, 10, 11-year-olds like dressing up as characters from R-rated movies.
Yes.
Why not? You know,
right? Because I had seen all those movies by that point. So
well,
that
was went to OK Video and somehow like convinced my parents that it was an okay movie. So that worked.
It's in the title.
It was an okay video.
It was that. What was that other? The grocery store. Was it YouSave? And they had that little video rental place like off to the side. Yeah.
Yep.
They were great. They would just rent to you.
Awesome.
They didn't give a shit. They were like, yeah, you can't even see above the counter. Here's Silent Night, Deadly Night, or whatever the fuck. I'm like, thank you.
That's right. Bye. I completely forgot about that because OK were kind of dicks to like they prevented me from renting stuff. Dylan's also did the same thing. I think you're right because You Savvy, as we called it back in the day, was a great little video store. Like, I miss that. I miss interacting with the community, like, and sharing my like. You seeing this? It's all right.
It was fun. It was fun talking to him.
It was fun. It was sweet. God, it's like that just brought back like I just completely like remembered the whole like checkout process and like
for sure. And like getting the white plastic bag and it's just full of VHSs and you're just like, oh man, I can't wait to have this slumber party. We're gonna stay up all night and eat shitty food and like scare the shit out of each other. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. That was like, I mean, I rented movies all the time because like that was because you could like, I mean, it was like $1. I think if it wasn't a new release, it was like $1, and you had like a week to,
Yeah.
Oh, it was, and so I watched. I mean, so many good. That's what got me into movies is because I was bored.
Boredom, and then
would rent me movies I wasn't supposed to see yet.
Loved it.
You save. I think they used to be Mayo's Pharmacy. I think to even go further back. I think that's where Mayo's
I think
Pharmacy.
You're right.
Now I remember what you guys are talking about.
In the food bonanza days, yeah.
Yeah, it was a pharmacy. It was in that little shop. I just remember, I couldn't figure out what you guys were talking about, but now I remember. Yeah, it was this huge showroom with like not as many movies as the space. Well, there was only one place in Waukene that I remember being able to rent from, and it was kind of this rundown convenience store. And they had like 2 rows of movies, but yeah, and every one of them a solid gold turd. Although that was where I first rented my first scary movie, and I'm sure I've told you guys this, but the 2 movies we got were Friday the 13th Part 3 and Evil Dead 2, which is bewildering to a 5th grader who.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I would imagine so.
We were watching.
I didn't see that until I was like 18 or something, and I can't imagine seeing that as a kid. Actually,
I was like, well, part of it was like, what is happening here? Because we watched that one first. Like it was like the hands was killing him, but there's no, and I love that movie now, and I've shown it to many people. for the first time, and I love watching people react to it. But yeah, in 5th grade, we actually stopped it. We're like, this is stupid. I want to be scared, and it was scary, but like, they were doing like Three Stooges routines, and so
right. You're like, this isn't serious horror. As an astute 5th grader,
I saw
like that.
in kindergarten. I saw Poltergeist. I know it's scary. Let's get on to the next thing. But I mean, it's funny because I would in high school and before high school, the family we would have to go to Hayes to get movies.
Well, so that's what I was wondering, Tice. Like, were you constantly coming over to Hayes? But I guess not. Like,
right.
a little.
No, we were because this not like like they didn't have a great selection, and I don't think they had any kids movies at all.
Okay.
So, but yeah, like so we would go to OK and that you Savvy, which I was like, what are you guys talking about? I thought you were talking about the little one in the Dillons on the east side, but no. Okay.
Oh yeah, there was the little Dillons.
Oh, the little Dillons. Yeah, that was another good one. Actually.
Yeah, and I mostly rented video. I mostly rented like Nintendo games from that place. Like that was like renting Nintendo games.
Yeah.
But there was also, I just remembered. Do you remember? And this was a little bit older. But I just remembered this gentleman renting us Basic Instinct.
Nice.
Unfortunately, it was this video store on it was like the Hayes Academy of Hair Design. It was in the Home, that stretch.
I don't remember that.
Super old and like weird, kind of creepy video store that like.
What was it called?
I don't remember. It was like I want to say it might have been like they might have sold like audio gear or something, but it was one of the very first like ones. It was really old, but this probably closed in like 1990, 91. I mean, it was a long time ago. So
there was
I don't know. But
I don't remember that one. There was one that was across from the graveyard, kind of like where the Slurpee place is.
Yes. What was that called?
I don't remember. I just remember liking it because they had every Marvel cartoon from the 60s, and I'd be like,
oh, wow. I totally forgot about that one.
And that was it turned into a pet store at one point. I was like,
yep.
That thing has been everything.
Everything. Yeah,
right. It really is. It was like a PC repair shop. It was like, get your internet here for years. Like, it was like, I completely forgot about that location. There were, magical journey back to.
Well, see, when we first started doing it, Dad would rent a VHS player in Colby and then a couple videos and bring them back for a weekend. And so that was
nice.
That was the budget, and they were all Disney movies like Blackbeard's Pirate or, Witch Mountain or something like that. But anyway,
once we like finally got our own, because we did that a few times. And once we finally got our own VCR in like 85, probably. We just goddamn recorded everything that was on television for the next 4 years. Like we did, like it was like, oh, absolutely, because they'd have those free weekends, right? Like they'd have those like 72 hours of like, holy shit, the Smith family's watching some movies because it was fantastic. Yeah,
so true.
Yeah. And I think we still have a box of most of those. Like so if you want to see, I don't know.
I don't know.
We definitely do.
Even when we were in Florida, I remember when we first got the DVRs. They would have like free weekend, and then you'd DVR the stuff, that was on the free weekend. And then I was like, oh my God, nothing has changed in 20 years. It's still basically, I'm like stealing movies. I don't even know if I want to watch,
It really is. It's just being opportunistic when media makes itself available.
Exactly. It's like, why do I have 16,000 albums from Napster? I'm not going to listen to all of them, but it's just like, I got to get all of them. Someday they'll be gone,
Consume. Yeah. Did you guys ever record over VHSs that you shouldn't have? Like got busted by your parents? Like many. Yeah.
Not too bad. I never recorded over a family event as far as I can remember. I don't know. I accidentally recorded over part of the 4-hour version of Alice in Wonderland that my sister used to watch every day after school. She was not happy about that. I don't know. Do you guys remember that? It was like a made-for-TV movie. It was
I
four.
think I do actually.
It was.
Yeah,
I vaguely,
I remember note beat per beat because I
I'm
watched it
sure.
every day after school. I'd be like, I got to go downstairs. She's watching it again. She got home earlier than I did, and it would be like, it was weird. Like Sammy Davis Jr. was the caterpillar. I mean, it was weird. I actually have a copy of it now that I from free media, I should make her watch that. Sit down and watch it with me.
You should. I think you're right.
You should.
We'll watch Teen Witch
Yeah.
and that.
Little
And,
brother sister time. Yeah.
Teen Witch is an excellent film as well.
It is. Top
It
that.
is.
Teen Witch fan. Yeah. Now I recorded a similar story, and I don't recall what it was, but there was some television show that Nathan just watched incessantly, and me as a jackass, 14 or 15-year-old, he had explicitly written on, he was like 7 at the time. So with all his will and effort had written do not record over this VHS tape, please. I'm a fucking teenager, right? So yeah, of course I recorded some bullshit over that. But I still feel a little bad to that day. To this day, a little bit about that. I don't remember what, because I guarantee, I'm going to ask him, I guarantee he fucking knows. I know he knows. He knows the name of that show. That's decisions, folks. So
he was probably like, yeah, you recorded Captain Planet. It was like 9 episodes.
Oh, they always remember. Because when my mom got her master's degree from Fort Hayes in English, she threw a masturbation party, and she rented a VHS camera, and it was a shit show. Anna Towns and I were pretending to be the adults getting drunk with ginger ale in the front yard, acting drunk as kids. Nice. It was like that.
Wow.
Bad. And so my brother recorded over it with Power Rangers. My mom is still bitter to this day.
Oh no. Oh wow.
I mean, it was awesome. One of my mom's best friends was wrapping her arm around people and covering their mouth and then kissing them, everybody. It was just the biggest adult shit show I remember as a kid. Wow. I was like, wow, this is what being an adult is like? Amazing. Can't wait.
Well, it was.
It is. Yeah.
It was. We just changed formats. We upgraded from VHS to iPhone.
And none of us have bothered to get a master's degree.
No.
But they're still important, kids.
They are.
You're welcome, Mom. They are.
Education is a fine something.
It was a good idea at the time, they said.
It was.
Oh man.
Okay. One more thing. So I saw this thing, and they were talking about how, and I didn't grab this headline, but I was just thinking about it. And one of the candy, Hershey Wrigley or Mars Wrigley, one of the
candy bar magnets.
Yeah, conglomerates with a capital K. Kit Kat. They released it's like a math problem. It's like how to figure out how much candy you need to buy without having too much candy left over. It's like, okay, well, how many hours are you going to give out candy? How many kids do you expect to get by there? How many candy bars or whatever items are you going to give each kid? And then there was something else, and then you had to figure out how much to buy. And it all just sounded like, wow, you're going to get way too much candy. There's just no way around it. So that is always was a problem, right? Having too much candy. Not when I was younger, but I mean, I don't really want to have 3 bags of candy left. Beth bought 2 bags, smaller bags. I don't know. Are you guys expecting people? Do people come in the apartment and your neighborhood?
I mean, we've got, if anybody shows up tomorrow, we have a giant bowl of quinoa chocolate crisps from Amazon. And that's what they'll get. I know. And I'm like, our door will be egged.
Oh my God.
I know.
Wow.
Messed up. This is the first year we didn't do the typical Snickers, Twix, that sort of mixed bag, and gotten a couple of them and filled up a bowl. Because we don't really get a lot of trick-or-treaters in the complex.
But quinoa, is it 90% dark chocolate? I mean, you're trying to kill these kids? What's going on?
It's milk chocolate.
Yeah. Well, teach you to
salt on top. It's
teach
delicious.
you to go trick-or-treating in this neighborhood. Yeah.
I'm trying to teach the kids slowly but surely. I'm not living that house life yet.
No.
When I do, I kind of want to get a rocking chair and dress up and just like have a bowl of candy and be a creepy old lady and just like dare them to try to
My
get a piece
neighborhood
of
like
candy.
gets really like they really get into it. Like most of the people do the same thing. Like if it's nice enough, they sit on their porch and like kind of well, that's really like fun. Like some dude like has like a miniature haunted house, like that he's
cool.
set up in his living room. And you walk through. I've never gone through it because I felt awkward. But I wasn't little. But they don't like quite like I'm like the new like so they don't. I'm curious. We're not sure if we're gonna like hang out with kids tomorrow or not, which would be fun because I totally would dress up again because game changer. I'm doing this a lot. Like just like I've never been a vest person, and you get to do this, which is
that's true.
It's like another
fun, yeah.
tick. It's like a built-in tick.
Uh-huh.
Option. But if we were, I don't know. If we're not, I probably will like get some candy and see if people come by and. Not probably a lot though. I don't know. I'll get like Reese's peanut butter cups, just because everyone loves those.
For sure.
9 of them,
Yeah.
But and they'll eat the rest, and they'll blame.
It'll be fine.
And that'll be great. Yeah.
I love that people like this is a problem that like as we've required math to come into this. It's like, oh, we're gonna buy too much candy this year. It's
quick corporate candy makers. Tell me how to fix my problem.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's hard to estimate. Like, I guess you got to kind of go through it once because I've the one like year that I was here,
yeah.
I just turned my lights off and was
that's all you can do.
Not to disparage that guy, but to that person. I went into my basement and hid and watched movies.
That's what you got to do. I mean, honestly, we used to give out glow sticks. We had a bunch of glow sticks from a function that I worked at.
Cool. Yeah, I remember that.
Give which was awesome because then you could track all the people that had been to your house, like up and down the street.
Did we get trick or treaters at the Orlando house? I couldn't rember. Did we ever hand out candy there?
Man, I don't know.
It was more of a handing out drugs kind of neighborhood.
Yeah, that was really that was kind of the thing. I don't think we did. Because the front of the house didn't really look like the front of the house.
No,
that was your office, and and then the back door was really the front door. And I don't remember ever having any kids come by. I mean, I had a lot. I know a lot of people got messed up at our house on Halloween several times. But
yes, but that was not something we were handing out to children. Tyson.
That's right.
That was
that's right. Sorry, yeah. Statute limitations.
I do still remember. I think it was probably 10 or 12 years ago. We were at your house, Tyson, handing out candy, and I think we went and bought candy at Target, and I bought that giant Toblerone, and I was just like, I'm going to give this to the best costume.
Yeah, I do.
And I don't even remember what the little girl was dressed up as, but she and I was like, that's it, your word, because it's a relatively slow night as I recall. There weren't a ton of kids, and I was like.
We were running.
We got to award this shit now, and so that little girl gave me the most fucked up, confused look I've ever. I almost felt guilty. I was like, she's gonna walk like she had no clue what to do with this Toblerone. I would have been thrilled, but
same.
It didn't really look like candy, to be fair. It does look
true,
like I don't know. That's true. It's kind of boring brown packaging, and
it's weird.
Maybe for.
I'm sure her parents were like, "It's okay, honey, I'll take it," and stash,
Right, which is fine.
You won't like it anyway. It's not great.
Fine.
Yeah,
your little hand-eye coordination isn't.
I feel like I'm in duty free. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you want to do stuff?
Yeah, let's do some stuff. Let's do headline of the week.
Okay.
Ready for it?
Yeah.
I am.
Okay. All right. I'll go first. I like it.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
New standard.
Yeah, that's right.
We should just keep it, actually.
Yeah. You should just change it in and out every once in a while.
Okay.
Right.
And then for Thanksgiving, you got to get a turkey sound. Anyway.
Done.
So this was on CNN today. So I hope you didn't grab it, Matt, because we both read CNN. Anyway, this is the creepiest places in all 50 states. I'm not going to go through all these. But
that's a good one.
let's do
How appropriate, CNN. Wow.
so let's do where we are. So let's see. Alphabetically, Colorado comes first. Oh, guess what Colorado is? Just guess.
Guess what Colorado is
Yeah,
in the
guess.
ranking?
No, guess the place in Colorado they consider the creepiest place.
Rifle. Lyman.
Yeah,
A
you know what?
rifle.
Yeah, okay. That's what it says. No, it's it says Bobert's bra. It says
Hey-o.
it's the Stanley Hotel, which you've been to.
I have
Okay,
been many a
that makes
time.
sense.
Yeah, and Estes Park, famous for inspiring Stephen King's horror novel The Shining. Let's see. So, what's next? Indiana,
Big fan. Big fan.
Idaho, Illinois, Indiana. The Story Inn, built in 1851. The Story Inn is the only structure still standing from the small mining town of Story, which went defunct during the Great went defunct. Sorry, went to fuck during the during the Great Depression, restored in the 1960s. The inn now serves as a quaint bed and breakfast with a resident ghost. For years, visitors have documented their ghostly encounters in the inn's guest book, namely with the Blue Light Lady, thought to
Ooh.
be Dr. George Story's wife. She's said to appear if you turn on a blue light in one of the rooms above the restaurant. If you smell cherry tobacco, her favorite, she's already come and gone. Okay. And Kansas is the Sally House, which is no surprise. Are you guys familiar with the Sally House?
Yes,
Yes.
I am. I've watched many ghost shows on it.
Me too. I just saw one
Idiot.
like a month ago. There's 100 different ghost channels on Roku, and I was watching it.
Yes, I might have to get Roku. You haven't sold it to me like that before, Tice. So,
That's true. I even had the Brothers Ghost channel. I was watching that. Once the home and office of a physician, the Sally House in Atchison is said to be haunted by a 6-year-old girl who died on the operating table during a botched appendectomy. Tony and Deborah Pickman, a couple who rented the house in the 1990s, claimed that a ghost frequently attacked Tony, leaving visible scratches on his back, chest, and arms, though she never harmed Deborah or their baby. Sketch. Tours and overnight stays are now available in the home. That sounds like a nice anniversary gift for you and your hubby. Known as the most haunted town in Kansas, Atchison is a popular destination for paranormal enthusiasts and also offers cemetery tours, haunted trolley rides, and ghost hunts. And I believe that's where the old insane asylum is there too, which they offer tours of. I think that's where it is in Atchison. So anyway, that's where it is.
Great.
Okay. I just got a ghostly message from my phone.
Whoa.
Okay. This is from the messenger. Lewd Halloween decorations across from school sparked outrage from parents. The display features skeletons in sexual positions.
Excellent.
The display in Lakewood, located outside of Tacoma, features skeletons in various sexual positions, which has led some Idlewild elementary parents to complain that the holiday decorations are, quote, inappropriate, according to KIRO TV. The school says that the homeowner has refused its request to take down the display. The owner has now added a sign that reads, "Dear Karen, challenge accepted. Next year, try polite." So
I like it.
yeah, and so the school put up a privacy fence around the playground to block the view of the fornicating skeletons. So I kind of had to go back into time a little bit and grab some older, because we were trying to do spooky headlines. So
Yes.
I only grabbed this one, this one isn't older, but this Florida town is full of mediums. This Florida town full of mediums has been luring believers, the curious, and skeptical for more than a century. And I only brought this up because I've actually been to this town. It's called Cassadaga, Florida. And
Cassadaga, Florida. I've never been. I feel like I've heard of it.
It's roughly 50 miles from Orlando. You go to this town. There's an inn and a restaurant, and next to it is a new age bookstore. And inside the bookstore are 6 dial phones, like doot, 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 hanging on the wall. And then there's a list of mediums that you can call in different hours that they have. that you can go and see them. And then you call them, make an appointment, and then the only people that live in this town are mediums. So you go to their cluttered and weird houses, and then they give you a reading, and then you go home and be like, "Oh, that was a waste of $50." So anyway, it was kind of it was an experience. I will say that. Okay. Oh, so I wanted to do some haunted Bible news, so let's do that. Uh, haunted 18.
Impressed you got the haunted Bible news.
I got
All
two.
of these are very good. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. Haunted 1880s Bible that pulled its owner down the stairs by her hair goes on
Dear
sale.
God.
Goes on sale on eBay for £120, or
Why would
roughly.
you fucking buy that?
Okay, so here's the bullet points. The leather-bound Bible was inherited by a woman from her grandparents. She believes it brought spirits into her home that pulled her down the stairs by her hair. Fed up of the ghostly happening, she passed the book on to a friend. He now has put the Bible up for sale on eBay for £120, saying he accepts no responsibility for, quote, any poltergeist activities it might bring. And there's a bunch of pictures of the Bible here. Now, this is from 2016, if I remember correctly. Yes, 2016. So, scary, Bible, hair pulling, kind of like the resurrection of Christ,
Resurrection of Christ.
Okay, and this is from I accept your stupid cookies. Okay, this is from News and Star of the Cumberland Times. Oh, the Cumberland News. Haunted Bible now on sale for just £3,000. So, anyway, as far as we know.
Okay, I have questions, Tice. You are not going to buy any of these Bibles, correct?
I don't have, what is £3,000? What is that, like $20?
Never know. I might have a little change laying around, and
I don't. I'm not going to buy any. I don't plan to buy any haunted Bibles.
Just making sure.
Although it's probably down to like $100 at this point. But you don't even have stairs in your apartment. What are you worried about?
Yeah, well, we have stairs going up to our apartment, well, so that's what I'm nervous about. They're concrete. That could be really bad.
Oh, did we lose Matt? I think we lost Matt.
He's coming back.
Oh, okay. Oh,
he's having some trouble hearing us.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We're having some technical difficulties, everyone.
It's the 100th show. We're
bound to,
Yeah, it's got something.
Have some F-ups.
I found this in Christianity Today.
Ooh, lovely.
I just like the headline here. I can't read. You have to be a subscriber to this to actually read the whole thing. But this is the headline. Don't worry, there are more demons than you think. Okay.
Great. Fantastic.
Thank you, Christianity. Your hair's gone. Your hat's gone.
Get that hat back on.
No,
it's backwards, but there you go. I actually really like Smith's hair that long.
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool. There you go.
There it is.
Yeah, the burns are still there.
Yeah, you might be rocking that look for a long time.
Permanent fixture.
It's fine.
I say work it, Smith. Why not? Yeah. It works.
It's Oh, I
Demons, haunted Bibles,
yeah,
that push you down the stairs. You know,
the
things.
the huge. So this is my last one. This is genuinely the scariest headline I thought. And this is
Ooh,
from this
okay.
week.
All right.
CNNBC: Five Nights at Freddy rides a PG-13 rated video game fame to Halloween box office crown. It made $78 million. The movie
No
benefited from
way.
a PG-13 rating. Uh, all kinds of kids were excited about seeing it, and all kinds of kids went and saw this. It was the second highest opening weekend for a video game adaptation. That's right. Yeah,
What?
yeah.
That's crazy.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
Our friend Austin took his kids. They're both like almost teenagers. And when I was watching, I guess probably Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, probably in the theater, like they showed the preview of that, and all I heard were little kids after it was over being like, "We gotta go see that. Can we go see that?" So I was there.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah. And I don't know if you've ever played the game. Have you ever played the game or watched people play the
Jonas
game?
has.
it, it's like a bunch of jump scares. It's like
Yeah.
you're just walking around, and then all of a sudden it's like bam, and then like there's a big teddy bear in front of you and it scares
Did
you.
that just scare you, Smith? Oh, it is life. That is life. Full of jump scares.
Also it beat Taylor Swift too. So I mean,
Did
uh,
it? Well,
it
way to go,
it
Five
made
Nights.
it only made $14.7 million. Its second
Oh,
amount.
that's gonna hit her hard right
Uh,
in that giant fucking wallet.
yes. So anyway, uh, yeah, we were going to go see Taylor Swift, and we didn't end up going because it was rainy and whatever. And that sounds a terrible reason
I
not to go to
take
a
that
movie.
as a sign, Tice.
I'm gonna go.
That is a
Yeah,
sign.
I'm gonna go, but I couldn't get a refund. Those fucking assholes. So
Really?
yeah, like
Ugh.
because she's got a deal with AMC, so you can get a refund on any ticket from AMC if you're a Stubbs holder or whatever. And I couldn't. I was like, oh, well, so $40 straight to her. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, that's it. Those are my scary headlines. Ooh.
Ooh. Wait, let me do this.
Yeah, very
Smith.
nice.
This is why I was late, literally. Like scrambling to find sound bites. Yeah.
It's all right.
Secrets revealed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like part of the motor vehicle, not motor vehicle. The highway patrol. A lot of tax people were in there, and a lot of family stuff. But all of that. Yeah. At one time, it was full of agencies. It was Madman esque. Yeah, it would have been. Yeah. Yeah, 2010, 2012. Yeah. We were, I think we were on the 10th floor because the ninth floor is where I went to the bathroom. Yeah. 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 Well, I would say at the time that we were in there, there was only like two other agencies in there, and everything else was completely abandoned. So you could just go walk around it. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It was a lot. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. And they eventually moved everyone out because of the asbestos. It was they couldn't figure out how.
Ooh, damn.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's not great.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And they did, and it ran the state house and it ran that building. Yeah, it's like
Dang. Okay.
yes, that's right. And actually, the last year, Matt and I had the entire floor to ourselves. We were the only two people in that office.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
I bought so many GI Joe and dinosaur toys, and I set up this huge battleground of dinosaurs versus army men. I mean, it was massive. Like like at least once a week, I would go and buy a couple more bags. And I remember my boss came in and he was like, "What is this?" I'm like, and I was like, "Nobody comes up here." I was like, anyway, sorry, go
Taking
ahead.
advantage of the situation, sir.
That's that's yeah, that's true. Yes, yes,
Ah, okay. Okay.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
They, yeah, yep, yeah. That's right. Well, it's like I'm right downstream from it. Fuck, I didn't even think about that. Toxic Avenger.
Hey,
Yeah. Well, that's again.
hair probs.
You want to be a stallion, you got to pay the price, buddy.
Yep. Oh. Please do.
Yeah, I very nice, very nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
I will sleep unsoundly tonight, thinking that parts of the talking building will eventually make it into my system. even more. I guess
Yay.
even more parts. That's true. That's true. Yeah, it was kind of fun to have our own 12-story building to ourselves, though. That was kind of
That
interesting.
is fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, yeah. That was like, yeah, it was like right there. It did. Yeah. Yeah. It, it went down and then up, but gradually. So if you started at one end, you couldn't see the other end, the opening. You had to get halfway through it to see the other end. Yeah, it was. Yo, it would have been amazing. Yeah. I, I
Dreams.
I did love having that tunnel though when it was freezing outside. That was yeah. Uh, yeah. Well, RNP.
R.I.P.
Okay.
R.I.P. Yay. TBD.
I should one more thing. We should note that it was built in this blocky like new Soviet style. I mean, it was ugly. It was like bleak architecture. And like I don't know who got the bid. I mean, it's like if you think about like how the State House is kind of awesome, like it's the exact opposite of that. Like I mean, it was amazing. Like I don't know. Maybe I'll send you a picture. You can put it up on
Yeah, send me one.
the. Yep.
Oh my god. Um
Yeah.
I I love watching you arrange it. Oh, there you go. Hair works. Oh, that yes. You got to add the hat to that. There you go. Hey, perfect.
I
You
didn't.
can't even see the headphones that much anymore. Yeah. Oh shit.
My video feed's all fucked up, so I can only see like updated pictures of both of you like every 30 to 60 seconds. So watching what is going on with Matt and the hat and the hair and I mean it's fucking
Yeah, just
hilarious.
pause every once in a
Like
while.
it's just
Huh?
sometimes I just see the
Huh?
top of the hat and none of Matt's head. Like it's
That's great.
yeah,
Just a floating hat. I
yeah,
like it.
yeah. All right, sorry, Dawson.
I just have one. So this is from the Independent. Woman designs 399-pound pumpkin that looks just like Taylor Swift for a good cause. Apparently, there's a woman in Ohio, Jeanette Paris, who for more than 30 years has been painting these large pumpkins that she gets from local farmers and donates it every year around Halloween. And this year she decided to do Taylor Swift and called it Taylor Swiftkin. Uh, it is kind of horrifying if you want to Google
Ooh.
Taylor Swiftkin, but I love it because I'm not a Swiftie. I appreciate Swifties, I love Swifties, but I don't get it. So it made me laugh because she looks ridiculous. Um, and that is my headline. uh, it's great. I think Taylor Swiftkin might be our picture for the show.
I'm fine with that.
Oh. Oh, and then I don't know. I wanted to say RIP to one of my favorite people from high school, Joe Dolezal. He passed away recently, and he was a man of many things, humor being one of them, eating donuts and talking with his mouth open being another, shooting rubber bands at people constantly was another. Love that guy. He was also the polka master at Oktoberfest in Hays, Kansas, as long as I can remember. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Great guy. He will be missed. So paid tribute to him. And yeah, I was gonna say your sister was a pop singer, so she got the full Joe effect. Yeah, he's a staple.
I can't wait to watch that in a few minutes.
In a few minutes. Oh man.
Oh my god, I just saw the pumpkin. Holy shit.
Did you see how great is that?
Oh my god, look how proud she is of it. Jesus Christ.
She's real proud of it.
Oh, she dressed up just like her. That is horrifying. Oh, and she made a little Kelsey too.
Oh, did she? I didn't see the Kelsey.
Actually, okay, she's right next to it. There's a pumpkin about, I don't know, a sixth of the size that's made up to look like an NFL football, and it's sitting on a bucket that says 87. I don't know what that kind of message is exactly. Sorry, Travis.
I don't know what that means, but I'm into
it. Wow. Okay, sorry.
Yep, that's going up. That's going up.
Holy shit. That is going to haunt my dreams.
Yep, you're welcome.
Thanks.
All right, shall we plug?
Sure.
Let me see if this one works.
Okay.
How it ends just as Smith's hat's falling off again.
Yeah.
Oh, it's good. It's so good. Tice, any plugs? Any spooky plugs?
You know, we watched two of the what I was, you have Halloween movies, or sorry, you have like Christmas movies that you watch every year. So we watched we did a double feature. We did Beetlejuice, which was my pick, and then Young Frankenstein, which is best pick.
Yes,
that's a great double feature. It's pretty great. Yeah, and then I think we're gonna watch Scream Queens tomorrow, which is just an excellent TV show.
Beth's gonna watch it with you?
She watched it when it was coming on because she's a huge Jamie Lee Curtis fan. So,
okay.
So she managed to get around the scariness of it because it is so funny, you know.
Yeah.
But so that's on Hulu. I checked it out the other day. So if you want to see a great, scary, funny show, Scream Queens. First season especially. Second season's pretty good, but first season's great.
Excellent.
And those are my plugs.
Oh, I was wondering when that was going to come out. Oh, yeah.
I always thought they were both named. One was Manili or one was Millie. Am I wrong? Okay.
Fab is a great name.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Some shit on Netflix. That sounds about right. That should be its own category. Shit. Uh oh, how is that? Mhm. Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Done.
Oh, wow. Yeah, but still, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Sorry.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice, nice, nice. I'm gonna check it out. I have a couple plugs and an unplug. First plug is if you live in Hayes, America, which some of you who listen do, you should do the ghost tours that are offered right now at Fort Hays State University at the old fort. Uh,
Mm.
Super fun. They hired a bunch of local actors to play significant historical characters, and they hide out in each of the buildings, and you walk around Old Fort and learn about people like the Blue Light Lady, Mrs. Yard. There are a couple others. It's super fun. And when we went, they were very tired. We did not get cocoa or tea or anything. They literally called us and said, "Hey, we're not doing an 8:30. You got to come for the 7:30." So typical Hayes fashion. Just make sure they're actually doing it when you go. I
That's
will
great.
say that there's a little bit of a caveat there. But it is fun if you actually get to do it. So check it out. And I think it's like $5 a ticket, and you're helping the museum. So all good stuff.
That's good.
And then there's a new TV miniseries on Peacock called John Carpenter's Suburban Screams.
Oh, I saw that.
Have you watched any of those, Tice?
I was actually going to watch it because I don't know. It just looked interesting. Is it?
It is. You should definitely watch it because it's all. I mean, they're true stories. They're told from the people who lived them, and the reenactments. Some of them are cheesy. I mean, it's reenactments, but it's not like unsolved mysteries circa 1980. Like it's like good stuff.
Mm.
And it's actually pretty scary. There's one story in there about the bunny man, and that's all I'm going to say. And it actually gave me nightmares last night, not going
Wow.
to lie. So I liked it a lot. And John Carpenter movies, I love. He's like, what is he, the king of the slasher or whatever? So yeah, it's good. And there's like 10 episodes, I want to say. So check that out on the cock. And then my
Faded.
unplug is Lamageddon.
Oh yeah. Uh, oh, I have some I have some stuff I want to read about Llamageddon, but you keep talking.
Please.
I'm gonna look it up
Right.
real fast.
I'm going to try to like sum this up as best as possible. It's probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It is a really shitty student film about llamas that go into space and then are shot out of space and then they kill people on Earth. It's really like some amateur film guy in college got his hands on
An
some
iPhone.
weed, some bush light, yeah, and like a camera, and just said, you know what, fuck it, let's make a movie tonight, guys. And that's what they did. So it's amazing. I mean, I was taking notes the whole time. One of my favorite things is how it opens. The opening captions, the first ones, and I shit you not, are footsteps and farting. And it's an animated, just look at these llamas that are stomping around. And it's just weird. It like from start to finish, it's just very strange. And the acting is very bad.
Yes.
And then out of nowhere, there's like a guy that comes with a helicopter. And I'm
Yeah.
like, how did they get a helicopter in this movie?
They knew a guy. I mean,
They
they're
knew a
like,
guy.
with a helicopter. That's exactly how
Yeah.
that happened. Hey, you want
Oh,
to be in
yeah.
our movie? He's like, sure. He's like,
Yeah. He's like, we'll pay for the helicopter gas. Maybe, probably not, actually. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think that happened. I mean, it's literally just this llama, an actual llama, but they put like CGI'd red eyes on it. And I guess they have a fake llama paw or leg that
Yeah,
they use often for certain effects.
yes.
It's
well, here's
really, we should have watched it together, is what
Yeah.
I'm saying, because I think I would have enjoyed it more with company. Yes.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, like it's funny it's funny as in like all of my student films that I made in film school are fucking hilarious to me.
To
Right.
you. Yes. Yes, exactly.
These
Yeah.
guys in this movie are doing shit that I'm sure is hilarious to them. Sometimes
Oh,
it's,
for sure. Yeah.
sometimes it's inside jokes. Sometimes
Yeah.
there's a part where a guy's doing some dialogue and then he just looks at the camera for like 30 seconds and doesn't move and then just resumes. And like, I'm sure that was fucking hilarious. I don't know how that.
Yeah.
But it's like it's 69 minutes long. First off, it feels like
that way too. I mean, it feels like 3 hours.
it feels like forever.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and I didn't even finish it. I don't know what happened to the llama, but I'm sure that he's fine. Llama.
I started spacing out, to be honest. I wrote bad with 10 A's at the end. The blood and visual effects are really bad, but not as bad as the hot guy turning into a llama and giving birth to llama eggs.
Oh my god, I missed that part. I guess I'll have to watch it. Okay.
Yeah.
I did see the llama eggs at the beginning of the movie. Actually, the animation at the beginning of the movie is kind of good.
It's not bad. I like the animation at the beginning. They should have kept the animation going the entire time, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. And this, I mean, it's all, Matt, you'll see the things like you can see it's being lit and you can see the camera person blocking the light, there's a shadow of the camera person. I mean, it's all over the place, and it's, no, see, the difference between a movie like The Room and a movie like Llamageddon is The Room was desperately trying to make a good movie. And Llamageddon, they were not.
Not at all.
So it takes some of that magic out of a bad movie that was trying to be good.
Smith, there's... Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
And then put in some bongs made out of 2-liter bottles of who knows what, and lots of other weed and Busch Light. Like Busch Light and Miller Lite everywhere. They should have sponsored it. But one of my favorite parts is when the llama electrocutes, like,
the hot tub scene.
What was it? The hot tub scene. From start to finish is hilarious.
I would say it was a radio or it was a toaster?
Radio. He like pushes it in there. And then they all pretend to get electrocuted. Yeah. And then they have these shitty graphics going on. But the girls getting into the hot tub, they're not even trying. Like, they're not even acting. They are literally laughing their asses off, just going like this after everybody in the hot tub is dead. And they're like, hey, you want to go for a dip? Why is everybody sleeping in the hot tub?
And some of the people in the hot tub are still convulsing. And they're like, I don't see a problem with this. And they both put a foot in the thing. And I mean... I'm not kidding. It felt like 5 minutes. It was probably less than a minute, but it was like,
it was
shit.
Long. Yeah. It was like, you guys really need to cut this. Yeah.
But
some of this.
Yeah. Okay. Let me talk
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
You should.
Please do, because I want your opinion on this, and I also want to hear what Tyson has to say about it. Yeah.
You know what? You look like one of the guys in the movie, kind of a little bit with the wig.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh yeah, Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah. You could be him for Halloween next year. Yeah. Smith, do it.
So this is my favorite. This is my favorite IMDb user review from Lamageddon.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 7 stars, double feature. He's like, this movie demands to be seen on a double bill with Barn of the Blood Llama. Drugs help. Okay, and I love this. This is the trivia. This gives you how much of a fuck these guys gave about this movie. As a running gag, Dan's shirt changes inexplicably throughout the film a total of 23 times, an average of one shirt changed every 3 minutes.
I did
Okay,
read
kind of
that. I
funny.
see that. Yeah.
The movie is 69 minutes long. This is in line with the humor of the movie. Yeah.
Everything you need to know is in that statement alone. The end. Yeah.
And this is the other thing, is how much they don't give a fuck. Before it was available for free on an Amazon Prime subscription, it was for sale on Amazon with a standard definition version at $1 billion and the high definition version at $1 billion and 99 cents. Yeah, I mean, like,
it is for sure.
Yeah, like, I mean, I didn't even turn on. I should have turned on the. I actually might go back and watch it again and turn on the closed captioning, because I assume they wrote their own closed captioning.
I think they did.
So, well,
Yeah.
you said farting and lawn,
footsteps and farting,
farting, yes,
with the llamas just literally walking. I was like, oh boy, we're in for a treat.
But it just gets exhausting, and you're just like,
Yeah.
you know. I mean, if I was drunk or high, it probably would have been better. But
if the three of us were together watching this, doing all of the, the beers and the drugs in it, it would have been fun.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
There you go.
Also, I have to say the song at the end is great. So Smith, anytime you just want to stop it, fast forward to the end credits, listen to the song at the end, and they literally fast forward through the whole movie while the credits are rolling.
Oh, nice.
It's great. Yeah.
But they played at the end too. Yeah. Yeah, it happens.
Nothing wrong with that. As long as kids are involved.
There's a show called Dr. Wonder Stuff or something like that. Have you watched that, Matt? It's about a girl who pretends to be a vet for her stuffed animal toys. And I was watching it with my granddaughter, and I'm like, and every song she sings a song. And I was like, what the fuck? I know that voice. It's fucking Kay Hansen from Letters to Cleo. She sings all the songs on that show.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was like, oh my god, you poor girl. Well, at least you're getting a paycheck. So anyway, yeah. Okay. So it's been that's right. So it's been 100 episodes, right?
Yes.
Okay. I would say, what's your biggest, okay, real fast, biggest memory of the show? Matt. Your favorite thing of the show, whatever.
I have one. Oh, well, it's my favorite memory, but it didn't kind of work out audio-wise. When we went to Wakini, and we had our PR director, Rick, there, and then we just didn't have the audio right. And I really wish it would have worked out, because that was probably one of my favorite episodes. For sure.
Yeah, that was funny, actually.
It was just fun to be like with like Tyson, his dad, Smith, like all of us in person, and then Rick there. And then Tyson's mom and his wife, Beth, were in the other room laughing. Like we had our own audience, and that was kind of great. Yeah, it was 4th of July.
I think so.
Yeah, because we all got together in Hayes for my B-Day.
Yep.
The final B-Day of my 30s.
Yeah, I think it wasn't.
Well, we had you on, and then we were like, we're idiots. Smith needs to do this all the time.
It was a very quick discussion. We should probably get Matt. Yeah, okay.
Producers?
I don't know.
That is a great question. Don't even look at it, Smith. I'll find it.
It was.
It was. It was born out of COVID because we all just wanted to talk and like catch up and be together in our own way.
And this is
I know. Now we're just pre World War III. It's fine. No.
you're right.
Our first episode was November 8th, 2020. Wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy. We've kept this up.
It's pretty good. That's like 33 episodes a year. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's right.
Hey.
Some of those could have been a little long. I always thought the third of our shows were the best of our shows. My memory is, and it's just, I'm sorry, but I just thought we talked about doing a podcast for a long, long time, Dawson and I did. And then it all came down to the fact that she couldn't think of a name. So we would go through these discussions. I'd be like, all you have to do is think of a name. And then she's like, I couldn't think of it. Like a week later, I couldn't think of a name. And I'd be like, well, just pick like 10 names. And like, she's like, okay, I couldn't think of it. And finally, I can't even remember how it came about. But you made a list of songs. And then I was just like, good, go. And literally, that was the only thing that kept us from going for a long time. So I think the name was good, even though it might be copyright. but
we may get sued at some point.
Yeah, but
we may have to change it. But for now, under the radar.
That's right. That's right. Oh, me too.
Aww. Yes, thank you, listeners.
Sorry. Yeah, I mean, we'll throw in some stuff for you guys, you know.
Yeah, but it isn't about you. It's yes. You're in there. You're in there.
Yeah, I mean,
yes.
Yeah, you weren't you weren't at the beginning, but now you know. So it's a thing.
Gibberish. Maybe we'll call it gibberish after we get sued the first time.
Gibberish. I don't think that is copyrighted. I think we're in the clear.
Yeah, producers, check that. All right.
No, it's been crazy. So here's the next 100, and I hope that we have big plans. But you can always
big plans.
You can always expect the small stuff to maintain. So we'll keep that part going. I also like the idea that my grandparents, they're dead. That's not gonna happen. My grandchildren,
I was gonna say, what?
Might listen to this someday and be like, what the fuck was going on? So
I love it.
Yeah,
I want my nieces to listen to this.
Oh yeah,
maybe.
But we're gonna be like, it's good to them. It's gonna sound like we're like, oh, back in the day, we used to do this at taco shop. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, it's totally gonna sound like that, but I'm very okay with that at the same time. It's an education that they need.
Well, VHS tape machine.
What is a VHS? Google.
Right. Yep.
Yes, I love that. Let's do that. For the 200th episode, let's download a bunch of the episodes onto USBs and fucking bury it.
It's a great idea.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah. And we'll have swag by then. We may have cease and desist letters. We can put in lots of things.
That's right. And when we may have to, because of the lawsuits, we may have to bury the swag with the time capsule so we don't get sued. So it's all coming together beautifully, I think. This is all just a practice run.
Oh, I love it. Oh. And I love you guys. It's awesome. Guys too. All right. Well, always a pleasure. Here's to the next 100.
Yeah. I'm gonna wear this every week, so get ready for that.
Oh dear Lord. Yep, you should, Tice. You should pump some iron next week.
I
You know,
should.
just casually
Just casually.
while you're going through headlines. Bye, guys.
Bye.
This is another reason we're gonna get sued someday.
Nope. This could be anybody.
It could be anybody. I don't recognize it.
I don't either.
Sounded spooky.
This is Mannheim Steamroller.
Oh, see, this is when a fog machine would have really worked out.
Oh, you're right.